Welcome to another Foolish Thoughts episode. This is Joseph Barone, aka A Fool for Learning, and our foolish thought for today is learning objectives, a criticism. Recently, I read an article on the ATD blog by a Chris Lee. I believe that's how his name is pronounced. It's L-I, entitled "Begin at the End: Why Objectives Matter." Overall, the article is very good. But I do need to take him to task on one small aspect of the article. However, before we delve into my criticism, I just want to note that I published a series of 6 podcasts on learning objectives in May and June of 2023 entitled Performance Learning Objectives. And for those who are interested, it is episode 303 to 309. Now, the online article deals with learning objectives. It deals with the why and usage. And as I said before, overall, I think it's a good article. And remember, a good, well-written learning objective will state 3 basic things. First, what will the learner or participant learn? Second, how will the participant or learner show that they have mastered the material? And third, finally, how do we know that they have been successful in learning and mastering the material? Here's an example. By the end of the training program, the participant will be able to successfully demonstrate the 5 most common welding methods, and you can list those methods out, using the materials and equipment provided within 2 hours to the satisfaction of the team of 3 senior instructional reviewers. Now, again, I don't know Chris. Never met him, have no doubt that he's a good trainer, instructional designer, etc. However, as mentioned earlier, I want to take umbrage with one very, very small aspect of this article. In this article, he states that a good sample of a learning objective is, and I'm going to quote, students will understand the differences of memorization in certain contexts. End of quote. Now, I know I've said this many, many times before. Using the word understand means absolutely nothing. For example, how many times have you told someone what to do and you ask them, do you understand? And they say yes, and then they go ahead and do the opposite. How many times have you been asked, do you understand? And you go, yes, I understand. And 5 minutes later, boom, you're totally confused on what to do. And if you have children, you definitely know when you say, do you understand? They're totally, most of the time, do not. The bottom line here is that a learning objective must list what the participants will learn, how they will demonstrate that learning, and how you will know they are successful. Anything less, such as using the word understand, is really just a total waste of time. So, end of rant, and hope you have learned something. And if you did learn something from this video episode or this episode, please take a moment to like, comment, subscribe, or share with a friend. This is Joseph Barone, aka A Fool for Learning, signing out. Remember, learn, perform, succeed.